Welcome to an unusual place, where the usual rules of space just don't apply. Meet Santa Cruz del Islote, a tiny speck of land off the coast of Colombia. This is no ordinary island, my friends. It's tagged as the most densely populated island on Earth. Picture this. The island is a mere 1% of a square kilometer in size. That's barely larger than a football field. Yet it's home to a bustling community of 816 people. Yes, you heard that right. Over 800 souls call this minuscule piece of land their home. This is the fascinating paradox of Santa Cruz del Islote. The island is small, yet it's bursting with life. It's far from the mainland, yet it's teeming with human activity. Now, if you're wondering how life unfolds in such a tightly packed place, hold on to your curiosity. Now, let's dive into the daily life of an inhabitant living amongst the crowd. Imagine waking up to the sounds of your neighbors only inches away. That's the reality for the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote, the most crowded island on Earth. A typical day here begins early as the sun peeks over the horizon, casting its warm glow over the densely packed homes. Roosters crow, babies cry, and the smell of brewing coffee fills the air. The morning routine is a ballet of coordination and cooperation. In this tight-knit community, everyone knows everyone. Children help their parents with chores, neighbors share their breakfast, and grandparents tell tales of the old days. Personal space may be a luxury they can't afford, but the spirit of camaraderie more than makes up for it. As the day progresses, the island buzzes with activity. The men head out to sea for the day's catch, their boats bobbing on the crystal-clear waters. The women, meanwhile, engage in a myriad of activities. Some head to the market to sell the catch, others tend to their homes, while a few run the island's only school, teaching the younger generation not just academics, but also the values of community and resilience. Leisure time is a unique concept on this island. With the lack of space, one might imagine it to be a challenge, but the islanders have turned it into an opportunity for creativity and innovation. Children turn narrow alleyways into playgrounds, and the adults gather around to play a game of cards or engage in friendly banter. As the sun begins to set, the island transforms into a canvas painted with hues of orange and pink. The air is filled with the tantalizing aroma of dinner being prepared in each home. The islanders gather around communal tables, sharing their meals and their stories. It's a time for laughter, for sharing, for being together, a ritual that cements their bonds and fortifies their sense of community. Nighttime on the island is a symphony of sounds. The lapping of the waves against the shore, the whispers of the night breeze, the soft hum of conversation, and the occasional bark of a dog. The houses, packed so closely together, share walls, windows, and even roofs. Privacy might be scarce, but the sense of safety and belonging is abundant. Living in such close quarters might seem stifling to some, but to the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote, it's simply a part of life. They've adapted their lifestyle to the crowded conditions, carving out spaces for themselves in the most innovative ways. They share more than just their homes. They share their lives, their joys, their sorrows, and their dreams. This is the life of an islander, crowded, chaotic, but full of community spirit. Life on Santa Cruz del Islote is not without its challenges. Imagine living on a piece of land so small that you could walk its entire circumference in just about 20 minutes. Now imagine sharing this tiny space with over 800 other people. Welcome to the reality of the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote, the most crowded island on Earth. The first challenge that comes to mind is, of course, the lack of privacy. With houses stacked so close together that their walls practically touch each other, there's no such thing as personal space here. To illustrate, let's hear from Rosa, a lifelong resident of the island. She once joked, "You can't even argue with your husband without the entire island knowing about it." This lack of privacy, while it may seem daunting to outsiders, has fostered a close-knit sense of community among the island's residents. Next, we have the issue of limited resources. Santa Cruz del Islote, being so small and isolated, doesn't have the luxury of farmland or natural resources. The residents have to rely on the mainland for almost everything, from food and water to even the most basic necessities like toilet paper. A trip to the mainland is a daily routine for many, and it's not always smooth sailing. The island's fishermen, for instance, often have to battle rough seas and unpredictable weather to bring back their catch, which forms a significant portion of the island's food supply. But perhaps the most unique challenge faced by the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote is the need for space optimization. With every square inch of the island accounted for, the residents have had to come up with creative solutions to maximize their living space. Take, for example, Juan, a local handyman who built a foldable bed that doubles as a dining table during the day. Or Maria, a school teacher who uses her living room as a classroom during school hours and a community meeting space in the evenings. These challenges, while daunting, have become a way of life for the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote. They've learned to adapt and make the most out of their unique circumstances. They've learned to value community over personal space, and they've learned to work with what they have instead of longing for what they don't. In the words of Pedro, a fisherman who's lived on the island his entire life, "We may not have much, but we have each other, and that's more than enough." It's this spirit of resilience and adaptability that defines the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote. They've turned challenges into opportunities, and in doing so, they've created a way of life that's truly unique. But even in the face of these challenges, the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote have found ways to adapt and thrive. In the midst of chaos, innovation thrives. This statement holds true for the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote, the most crowded island on Earth. The island's crowded conditions have led to a unique blend of adaptations and innovations that are as inspiring as they are ingenious. Firstly, let's talk about space. Space is a precious commodity on this island that's just about 1% of a square kilometer in size, housing over 800 individuals. The residents have found creative ways to maximize every inch of it. Houses are built to share walls, reducing the amount of space needed for each individual dwelling. The rooftops serve multiple purposes, from drying laundry to serving as playgrounds for the children. Water is another scarce resource. With no natural freshwater source, the islanders have devised a system for collecting and conserving rainwater. They've constructed rooftop catchment areas that funnel into storage tanks, providing a sustainable water supply for the dry seasons. Energy conservation is also a priority. Many homes use solar panels, harnessing the abundant sunlight to power their households. This not only reduces the island's carbon footprint, but also ensures a reliable source of energy. But perhaps the most remarkable adaptation is the sense of community that thrives here. Despite the cramped conditions, or perhaps because of them, the islanders have developed a strong sense of camaraderie and mutual support. They share resources, help each other in times of need, and work together to maintain a functioning society in such a confined space. In the face of adversity, the residents of Santa Cruz del Islote have responded with resilience and adaptability. They've transformed their crowded island into a vibrant, thriving community through a mix of creativity, innovation, and sheer determination. They serve as a reminder of what can be achieved when faced with challenges, proving that limitations can indeed breed innovation. The residents of Santa Cruz del Islote are a testament to human resilience and adaptability. So, what have we learned from our visit to the most crowded island on Earth? You might say our journey has been nothing short of an eye-opening experience. We've plunged into the heart of Santa Cruz del Islote, an island that's just about 1% of a square kilometer in size, yet teeming with more than 800 vibrant lives. Every day is a testament to resilience here, from morning workouts amidst the hustle and bustle to the creative solutions that emerge from the chaos. We have seen the unique challenges that come with living in such close quarters and the incredible ways the islanders adapt to their environment. But perhaps the most striking revelation is the indomitable human spirit. Amid the adversity, it doesn't just survive, it thrives, painting a vivid picture of life's richness in the most unexpected of places. In the face of adversity, the human spirit not only survives but thrives. Thank you for joining us on this journey to Santa Cruz del Islote.